Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob Grams, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
How are we doing out there, boys and girls? It's Friday! At last, we've made it, guys. We're here at the end of the week. Oh my God, can you smell it? Can you smell it? How are you doing, Natch? Are you excited for the weekend?
Yes, I am.
What have you got planned, man?
Well, I'm I don't know how to say encasquetar. Like to bring my children to my in-laws.
Ah, nice.
For Saturday,
So you have free time?
I have free time.
Oh!
From
Oh,
por una vez. Of course, on Sunday I have a birthday party, but of course.
Oh, dude, that gets a ProBoh approved, doesn't it?
Of course.
Dude.
ProBoh approved.
Oh, thank God for the in-laws, right?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Good news. A good news weekend for Natch. What are you going to do with your Saturday, man?
I don't know. My wife is saying that maybe going to the theater and to have dinner, and and I was only thinking, why don't we stay at home and
watch TV?
and watch a lot of movies and popcorn and wine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I hear you. You know, you get free time, and then those plans happen around you. Yeah, I know. I know the feeling. Well, dude, enjoy it.
Thank you.
My plans for the weekend, moving, I guess. Just packing up my stuff in my old house and moving, I guess. That's the plan. Let's see how it pans out. Hopefully well, and I can get back to streaming in the evenings. How are we doing, guys? If you're listening to the show live on Phone Radio at 8:30 in the morning. How are you doing, guys? Central European time. If you're listening to the show live, you can also watch it live on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Join us there, just like Pedro. He says, good morning. And the bridge says, good morning, Vietnam. I guess that's for my energetic intros. I think that's what it's for, Natch. What's coming up in the show today? Oof, let me tell you, friends, we have two delectable complete the news bits. Let's see if we do them both. We've got one in San Francisco, which is quite scary, but interesting. And one regarding American football. Yeah. I'm totally out of there. It has... Because I've asked people this, and I've had two answers. Yes, and not really, no. Has the World Cup really started?
Yes.
So what's going on? Like, these are real legitimate World Cup matches happening.
Now I can see that you are not a football fan.
No. So it's actually started?
It's actually started, yes.
Okay. Well, whatever. Yo soy español.
Yes, Spain did it very well.
Yeah, I heard. Someone, Patricia reached out to me on Instagram. She says, she posted something, or I can't remember where it was, but she reached out to me about Spain. Viva España, we did really well. And I said, she asked me, do you follow football? I said, no, I follow Netflix. That's my team, Netflix. Because there's a picture of her and her husband in football jerseys. And I don't even know what teams they are, man. I don't even know what teams they are. I just have no idea. England did well, apparently, in a game.
Yes, England did well as well.
All right. Go England. Put the balls in the nets. That's the thing. That's the aim. That's the aim of this very important cultural experience, is for the men to run around and put the ball in the net. Oh, millions of people watching. Yeah. I mean, when you analyze it, when you break it down, this weird pastime we have with football, it is honestly bizarre. It's almost over, Rob. Is it? How long does it?
No. Just begun.
The Bridges said it's almost over. You got me excited then, Bridge. Because I obviously, as you know, I look for news every day for this show. Every day. So when anything happens on a global scale, like the World Cup, it completely destroys my research. So it's been Thanksgiving, Black Friday, World Cup. Forget it. There's no news out there. There is no news out there. The World Cup. Where is it? It's in Qatar, that's it. Yeah, because of course we went over all the drama that was happening in Qatar. I still see loads of posts about they're not allowed to wear rainbow armbands or rainbow hats. How are you feeling about this? Because there are definitely two sides of this argument. There's one side saying we have to respect their culture, and there's another side saying no, this is ridiculous.
Well, I think the moment to protest for the players at least was when Qatar was named,
Yeah, it's kind of
fue designada para celebrar.
Absolutely.
And they should then have said no, I'm not going to play in Qatar.
Yeah, and
that was the moment, not with the flag or something.
And now it's a bit late, right?
If Messi, Cristiano, and the rest had said no, I'm not going to play, that would have been a really nice protest.
Yeah, I never actually thought of it like that. Natch, dude, give yourself another ProBoh approved.
ProBoh approved.
The man's killing it today. The man's killing it. So after complete the news, we go on to our 100 humans, and we're specifically talking to newlyweds. People who've just gotten married. Okay, so newlyweds in today's 100 humans, and asking them what they disagree with their partner about. Natch is like, how many answers? 1,000?
Only 7.
Oh man, and that's in the second half of the show. Oh my god, because we've got so much fun before then. Later on in the show, we've got an unpopular opinion, kind of a light-hearted one today. And let me see. I think most people disagreed with me today. I think it's actually an unpopular opinion. Nessa Finessa reached out and said, I'm blunt. So the unpopular opinion for later is being blunt or direct is just being too lazy to be polite. And most people disagreed. We'll break that down in the next part. But before we get there, I'm here, you're here. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world. Friends, it's Black Friday. I'm starting to think that it's not a legitimate holiday, Natch. They didn't give us the day off or anything. It's almost like corporations invented Black Friday. Yeah, are you buying anything? Have you got your eye on anything for the Black Friday deals?
Well, as usual, I'm planning to buy the Bono Parques.
Ooh.
It's like, for the rest of the world, it's like a Bono, like a, how do you say that?
Like a
permanent, like an annual pass.
Yeah, it's an annual pass to all the theme parks. Yeah, Bono Parque.
It's expensive, but less expensive than usual.
Yeah, and then you can use it whenever. You use it in the summer if you like. All right, cool. I wanted to buy a new laptop, but I'm spending so much on the move, I just can't dedicate any more money. Sadly. But yeah, I did want to buy a new laptop. I'll wait until January. Or February or March, April, May, June, July. I don't know. But yeah, Black Friday deals. Guys, American listeners. This is an international show, as you know. The Bridge has a toilet seat. You going to buy a toilet seat on Black Friday, Bridge? Are there some good toilet seat deals out there? Get a good one. Get one of those with the spray. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so for American friends, guys, take it easy out there today, okay? You don't need to be hurting other people for a flat screen TV. Be careful. Be chill. Be at peace. And if you're going to film people fighting in supermarkets, at least have the decency to film them horizontally, not vertically. So we can really see what's going on, you know? I hate that. That's a TikTok, Instagram thing. Now everything's vertical. You know, and remember the poor news stations who want to play those clips. Horizontal. It's the way to go. What else can I talk about today? Well, let me tell you. Even when the world is drowning in news about the World Cup, Thanksgiving, and Black Friday, even when that's happening, Elon Musk can't stay out of the news. He actually said some things that I agree with, Natch, and I think that you'll agree with too. He recently sent an email with 6 rules for productivity at Twitter. He sent it to all the employees. And I'm gonna say, I swing back and forth with Mr. Musk. From the guy's crazy. I love the drama, either way. So he sent 6 rules, and I think bordering on exactly my thoughts on all 6 things. So tip number 1 for productivity. These are it's specifically for Twitter, but it applies, I think, to any company. Number 1, avoid large meetings. Avoid large meetings. They discourage debate because there's too many people there, obviously. People are more guarded than open because of the number of people. Some people are a little more reluctant to express their opinion because there are more people in the room. There's not enough time for everybody to contribute. Dude, amen. Amen to that. ProBoh approves.
ProBoh approved.
Dude, yeah, I have been involved in some meetings that I kid you not, they're usually done because we usually do them online, and there's a ton of people there. I'm going to say maybe 15 people. And it's basically like listening to a podcast. That's what it is. It's like listening to the most boring podcast in the world. Anyway, so avoid large meetings. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, here we go. Leave a meeting if you're not contributing. Wow. I love it. Oh! Leave a meeting if you're not contributing. It is not rude to leave a meeting, but it is rude to waste people's time. Hallelujah. It is. Oh, guys, strap yourselves in. Elon's talking sense. He's having a moment of clarity. If a meeting doesn't require your input, value, or decisions, your presence is useless and it's okay to leave. Oh my God. Totally. Without having to make up some excuse. Nacho's on fire. I've got to go. Oh. Tino's locked himself out again. I need to go. So I'd have to make up an excuse. I can just leave if Elon takes over Vaughn one day. Okay, here we go. We'll continue. Forget the chain of command. I love this one. Do you know what the chain of command means?
Like the hierarchy?
The hierarchy, exactly.
Hierarchy.
So forget the chain of command. Communicate with colleagues directly, not through supervisors or managers. Fast communication, make fast decisions. Fast decisions equal competitive advantage. Dude, perfect. We already do that anyway. People write directly to you. People write directly to Marta. And then you guys loop me in when there's a problem, or if there's a problem, or if I have to kick some ass. That's how it's supposed to be done. You know? Oh, Elon, you're speaking directly to my soul right now. Hang on, the bridge says, no, Rob, it takes so long to get to my comments. The toilet seat was in reference to differences with your partner. Ah, leaving the toilet seat up or down. I understand. Hearing your comment was hilarious. Hey, look, I'm not judging you if you want to buy toilet seats this Black Friday. 40% discount at toiletseat.com. Precios locos. Okay, we're going to continue with Elon Musk's rules for productivity at Twitter. This is a leaked email, by the way. I'm getting this. This is reported all over the place. So if you type in Elon Musk Twitter rules or productivity, you'll find it. I'm particularly reading these. It's a chain of tweets on ArabianBusiness.com. Arabian Business, not a rainbow flag on the website. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry, Qatar. Don't ban me from the World Cup. I'm enjoying it so much. Okay, let's continue. Okay, rule number 4. Oh, God. Everybody in marketing needs to understand rule number 4. Everybody in marketing. Be clear, not clever. Be clear, not clever. Avoid nonsense words and technical jargon. It slows down communication. Choose words that are concise, to the point, and easy to understand. I learned, like, when I used to be the editor-in-chief for a New York lifestyle blog, and a new editor for the family of blogs, because there was one for New York, Los Angeles, a bunch of cities here in Spain, Barcelona, Madrid. So the boss of all the magazines one day came in to speak to us all, and I learned a really great Spanish phrase for writing content that is both clickable, entertaining, and with a certain chic. The word in Spanish is coolly appealing. Yeah. Hay que hacer el contenido coolly appealing, ¿sabes? Like, what? Is she saying cool and appealing? Yeah, everyone in marketing, forget it. Oh, what's your CTA, CPC of this? You're just talking nonsense to most people. You're talking nonsense. And you say those things because your job is easy and you don't want other people to know how easy it is. Okay? There's no mystery to marketing. You just kind of, stop it. You contribute nothing to the society. Retire. It's true. It's true. So there you go. Be clear, not clever. And that's not just marketing. Marketing because, you know me, guys. I'd have to explain to you. Even finance. Ugh. Yeah. Any department like that. You just use words that people don't understand. And it's just designed to make yourself look superior and make yourself look like you're dealing with complicated concepts. And it's not true. Okay, here we go. Number 5, ditch. So get rid of, to ditch. Ditch frequent meetings. So meetings that have a high frequency. One, like maybe I have one a week, one a day. Ditch frequent meetings. There's no better way to waste everyone's time. Use meetings to collaborate, attack issues head on, and solve urgent problems. But once you resolve the issue, frequent meetings are no longer necessary. Yeah, not so much the case now, but I used to be, when Vaughn was under different management, I used to be involved in meetings where I literally contributed nothing. I didn't even say hello at the beginning of the meeting. I just tuned in, turned off my camera, turned off my microphone, and continued working while the podcast played in the background. It's like, come on. Oh, Elon. Oh, Elon speaking directly to my soul. Are we ready for number 6? The sixth and final point or rule. Here we go. Use common sense. El sentido común. Que es el sentido menos común, I think.
Vaya nivelazo.
Common sense is the least common of the senses. Thank you, Natch. I appreciate that. If a company rule doesn't make sense, doesn't contribute to progress, or doesn't apply to your specific situation, avoid following the rule with your eyes closed. Don't follow rules, follow principles. This is coming from Elon Musk. Elon, do you want everybody to quit Twitter? What are you saying? Chill out, man. No, but I agree with this. There are certain rules, like I'm not going to name businesses and companies that I've worked with. That, as a manager at the time, that I had to make decisions based on stupid rules and make up excuses from, oh God. I remember over the coronavirus when it was clearly a pandemic situation and clearly people needed to go home and be with their family and friends and find a way to work in remote. And one of the companies that I was involved with at the time was saying, no, can't do it. So I had to help my team come up with decent excuses for why they couldn't come in. Why don't you say you were your sister-in-law's this weekend and they've tested positive? Things like that, Follow principles, not stupid rules. Yeah, there's a lot of that, I think, in the business world, right? There's a lot of kind of, rules for the sake of having rules, and it's weird and nonsense. Let's see what people are saying. My contribution might be unnecessary for a meeting, but I might need the information shared in the meeting for making my own decision. In which case, that sounds like an awesome email to receive. Look, Pedro, let me tell you something. There is a pandemic in Spain. It's not the coronavirus. It's reunionitis, meetingitis. There is no need for as many... I don't need a nivelazo for reunionitis. Aunque merezco.
¡Wow! ¡Qué nivelazo!
There's half of the meetings you have, I bet you don't need to be there. Half of the meetings I have, I don't need to be there. I could just get a bullet-pointed email, and it would make everything clear. A lot of those meetings are just people being self-important and weird, you know. Oh, here we are. You know, how many meetings are you involved in where it's 7 or 8 people? 7 or 8 people talking. 7 or 8 people there in the meeting and 3 people talking. And the rest just, you know, clicking away on their keyboards. Just trying to look engaged. Turn your cameras off. It's a way forward. So a bit of Rob advice. Okay. I agree. There is information you should be listening to, but if you're not going to contribute, is it really even worth it? Come on. Pedro actually gave me a really great unpopular opinion, and Nessa Finessa. I'm going to do both of those next week, I think. The Bridge. Rob, you make me laugh so much. I told Cristobal I was listening to a giant thumb. I love it. I am a giant thumb. That's how I look. Describe your appearance. Kind of like a giant thumb with a beard and glasses. That's how I look. I told Cristobal I was listening to a giant thumb. That type of humor is right up my street. Oh, es lo mío. It's right up my alley. Right up my street. Es lo mío, right, Natch? Is that right? I get confused. I get confused because I don't hear that. Oh, it's Friday, guys. Oh, my God. Reunionitis really exists. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are meetings, you're in, you participate in, or you're listening to, and information comes out of that meeting that is important. But what I think, as someone who has worked in the private sector, I've worked as a freelancer, being as a, God, what do you call it, a consultant for marketing, for media production and stuff like that. And that's one of the first things I tell companies to change. It's like, look, what you're doing right now is paying. How much does that person get paid per hour? And that person, and that person, and that person. Well, add that up, and that's how much this meeting is costing the company. Would it cost you that much to write an email? One person? No, it would not. Well, there you go. There's your answer. That's how we cut costs and become more efficient. You know? A giant thumb really hurts my feelings, Pedro. You're the better looking version of me. Don't worry. You don't look like a giant thumb. You look like the Rock. And you're the Rock. I'm the Pebble. Oh, man. How do you say pebble? Like a little stone in Spanish. I thought it was China, no? Or something like that. Is that right?
Nivelazo.
Oh! Natch, I'm on fire today. I'm on fire. All right, you know what? We have to go to the unpopular opinion. Oh, my God.
Unpopular opinion.
Let me tell you, folks, I got carried away chatting with the Natch, chatting with you guys who are joining me live on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. I got carried away with all that. I got carried away, and I'm very, very sorry. Okay, today's unpopular opinion, the brain fart. It was an idea that came to me, but thanks to a conversation I had yesterday. Here it is. Being blunt or direct, contundente, I think is the word, is just being too lazy to be polite. Being blunt or direct is just being too lazy to be polite. You know, when you're blunt, you know, you don't offer excuses. There's no niceties in the way you speak. You know, this is this and that's it. How do you feel about that? I'm going to tell you, as a kind of a blunt person myself, I agree with this statement. It is because I'm too lazy quite often to be polite. You know, I'm tired. I work hard. I try and communicate as quickly and as efficiently as possible in a short amount of time. And it makes me blunt. And it is due to laziness. It's not because I'm a special person. Look at me, how blunt I am. I'm so tough. Because that's how it's come to be seen. Being direct, right? Oh, he's direct. I like that. Straight to the point. He doesn't mess around. There's no preamble, no nonsense. He's just very direct, and I love that. No, he's impolite. He's impolite. And I recognize that one of my biggest flaws in one-to-one communication is that being too blunt, too direct. When people, people are always dealing with their own problems. We tend to forget that. We get trapped in our own world, in our own head, in our own problems, in our own issues, and we just tend to believe that everybody else is having a great time. But all it takes is a couple of seconds to speak and to, how you doing? Let's not be too blunt, too direct. Let's try and be human beings. How's about that? Let's try and be human beings. Being blunt or direct is just because you're lazy, too lazy to be polite. That's the unpopular opinion for today. I'm going to post a poll in the chat. I would ask everyone who's watching live to vote in that poll. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Being blunt is just because you're too lazy to be polite. All right, guys. I'm going to take a very quick break. I would ask you to vote in the poll, guys. So many things you could be doing on this amazing Friday morning. Instead of doing those things, you're here with me, and it means the world. See you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final part of today's ProBoh Show on a Friday. Oh my God. Sorry for all the energy, guys. Sorry. I'm just excited. Dudes, I'm excited. Yeah, welcome. If you just tuned in, what have you missed? We spoke about Black Friday, our plans for the weekends, Natch and I. And then we went into Elon Musk's 6 rules for productivity. Elon Musk's 6 rules for productivity. And yeah, they were surprisingly salient and true in my mind. Yeah, it's not often I get to say I agree with Elon Musk, but there you go. That happened. And then we went into today's unpopular opinion. It was a very quick one today. Being direct or blunt is just laziness. It's just being too lazy to be polite. And you treat it like it's some great character bonus. Look at me, I'm so direct. No, you're just lazy. You're too lazy to be a nice person. Please, thank you. A little bit of preamble. Why do you need this thing? Why are we having this conversation? Being blunt or direct, it's just because you're too lazy to be polite. How are you doing? Min's here. How are you doing, Min? Welcome. All right, here we go. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. I'm married to one, Rob, says the bridge. She's married to a giant thumb. I assume she means a giant thumb, not a toilet seat. Cristobal is a real man. I'm joking, Bridge. Pedro, you can be direct and respectful and polite, at least formally, and very disrespectful. True. It's more important to be kind and respectful than just polite. That said, my vote is a big no. Pedro doesn't agree. Natch. I think he's not alone. Yeah, he's definitely not alone. Min says, an opinion attacking the Dutch and I'm late. Really? Why is it attacking the Dutch? Are you guys known for being blunt? Min joining us from the Netherlands. How you doing, man? I overslept. No worries, dude. So yeah. Well, let's go ahead and do the results for the poll real quick. Let's get a drum roll. Being direct or blunt is just laziness. Too lazy to be polite. 75% of people said false. They disagreed with me. They said no. It's a good thing. Then you deserve to be around blunt people all the time, like me. The fact of the matter is, I'm not that blunt, right, Natch? Not anymore. I used to be very blunt.
No, you're very polite.
Yeah. I used to be the complete opposite. I used to be so blunt. But then you learn that, people need a little preamble. You can't just be blunt back orders and expect people to kind of understand or treat you like a human being, because you're not treating them like a human being by respecting their feelings, by respecting, the etiquette of modern society of maintaining a conversation before just backing orders or requesting something. It's, it's just a fact of life. It's a fact of being around in a working environment. This is one thing that I've noticed recently, that work has become much less social since the pandemic. Now, I've never been particularly social at work. You can vouch for that, Nat. You've worked with me for long enough. I've never been much of a social creature at work. I come in, I do my work, You know, I usually don't say much. I'm just kind of hammer away at what I'm doing, and that's that.
Well,
A little bit.
I see you like talking to the people that pass by.
Ah, yeah. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I'm not quite
very useful.
But what I don't see anymore, Natch, what I don't see are those water cooler conversations. You know, water cooler conversation, folks, is when people, work colleagues, they go get a drink of water from the water cooler, like the despensa, or whatever it is, the water fountain. And while they're there, they talk about what they've seen on TV last night, how they're doing, how they're feeling, how's the kids. Those water cooler conversations are not happening anymore. And it's not just a phenomenon here in Vaughan. I was reading something yesterday that, it's a generational thing, number one. Like the boomers, the baby boomers, they love to talk at work. Catch up, how are your family, how are your friends, what are you doing for Christmas, where are you going on vacation? Generation X, that's me and you. We're a little colder. Hi, how's it going? Hi, guys. Sit down, do your work. The millennials, hi. And Generation Z, creak, 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 creak. Yeah. And apparently, it's a generational thing that they're just a lot less social at work. Work is a work thing. I don't know how I feel about that. I like it, personally, but I don't like to see it. Do you know what I mean? I like to see people having fun in their job. I personally prefer, just coming here, getting my work done, going home and getting on with my life, But I do love to see other people enjoying a little bit of that social aspect of the working environment. And I don't know why it is that it's kind of that Generation Z mentality is kind of starting to bleed into everyone else. I think it's because we were so used to working from home for a while. And I think it hasn't affected me and you, Natch, because we didn't work from home. We came in all the time. I don't know. Let's see what people are saying. No, the Dutch are simply insistent, like me, says the bridge. Min says, yes, the Dutch are generally seen as quite blunt compared to other societies. Oh, well, I've been to the Netherlands a bunch. I didn't think they were particularly blunt, I'll be honest. Who has the fame for being blunt here in Spain? What community? I've heard at the north. In the north, people are a little more blunt than in Madrid.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm not sure if I should say. But maybe Basque country.
Oh, you're so racist, Natch. What the hell?
Yeah,
No,
I know.
I've heard that. In fact, our new boss is from Bilbao, and she herself is I wouldn't call her blunt. I would call her more direct because she's quite polite. Yeah, I've heard that. And you know where I'm from in Yorkshire too, also. Very blunt people. And I think that's where I got it from. It wasn't a lack of politeness. It's just the way I was brought up communicating, I personally like it. But I have to admit, it's something that I've worked on changing in my own communication to be a little more kind of humanistic, to be a little more easier to relate to. Let's see what people are saying. The bridge... Marianne La Perdiz, like Brits, but much more. I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying, Bridge. Sorry. Pedro, Americans are experts in being apparently very polite, but very condescending at the same time, which is very disrespectful. Ooh, Pedro. Ooh, Pedro from Instagram on fire. Yeah, you don't think it's genuine, that whole American politeness? In Spain, when upon receiving your meal, you say buen provecho, right?
Buen provecho.
Buen provecho. Mm-hmm. In England, we use the French bon appetit. In America, they say, would you like fries with that? I love the politeness. I love it. That's a joke, American listeners. That's a joke. I don't mean it. Uncle Rob's just being nasty today. If you're crying right now, send me those tears. They are delicious, and your anger only makes me more powerful. I once told that joke on a Vaughan Town. Vaughan Town, if you don't know, it's this multicultural kind of language learning program we have here at Vaughan. Do check it out. But I once told that joke, and it was like a 50-50 split with the Anglos in the group. 50% were American, and 50% came from like England, Australia. My God. They instantly hated me. I told it on the first day. Instant hate. I had to spend the rest of the week trying to win back their trust. Let's see. Min, apparently we're mainly blunt when it comes to business and when it comes to how we interact with partners and friends, not per se visitors. Ah, okay, I understand, Min. Thank you. Castellanos are blunt, says Pedro. Oh, there you go. The bridge. I'm Spanish, of Spanish parents. Native Brit, almost turned out to be Dutch. My dad was in Holland before going to England. Oh, wow. You kind of lost the lottery there. Holland's a beautiful country. Do you remember the news we did the other day that Holland is apparently running out, the Netherlands is running out of space. And that they've reached an economic cap of some sort. Interesting to keep my eye on that news. I will do that over the weekend. I'll do a little research and we'll get back to some of the interesting topics we've covered this week. I actually had a few more that I wanted to cover, but I think I'm going to record some podcasts at home for over the Christmas period while I'm away about some of these interesting topics. I want to talk about the Chinese social credit system. I want to do a whole show on that. I want to do a show about artificial intelligence. Because I read a really interesting collection of articles about Google's new artificial intelligence. They're teaching their AI to write computer code, thus making a ton of people irrelevant, except for the people who program the AI. You know, big tech. There are big changes coming to tech industry. Like Facebook, we mentioned letting go of 11,000 people, 10,000 in, oh God, where was it? 10,000 in Amazon, 3,000 or 4,000 in Twitter. Google apparently are going to be letting go of a bunch of people soon too, in the tune of 10,000. So big changes coming in tech. We will be following all those articles very, very closely. Min, Rob said you lost out. Rob said you lost out. We'll probably build some more land. It'll be fine. Yeah, true story. True story. You'll figure something out. The Dutch are very resourceful people. All right, let's go to 100 humans. Oh my God, it was a long walk to work today, guys, across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys, and on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. I asked them today, they were all newlyweds, Natch. Crazy. On my way to work this morning, 6:30, everyone was just getting married. 50 weddings going on, 50 of them. So I have managed to find 100 bride and grooms, newlyweds. Okay, so they've been married within kind of like a week or a month. So they're newlyweds. They've just gotten married. Okay, maybe a year. And I asked them to name something you disagree on how to do. Okay, so what do you disagree with your partner on how to do? What can you not agree on doing, like how it's done correctly? I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I am in possession of the top 7 answers. Your job in the chat, friends, is to identify those top 7 answers. I asked newlyweds to name something they disagreed on how to do. Woo! How you doing, Hadri? Welcome to the chat, my friend. Okay. Well, Natch, of the long list, what do you think?
Cleaning.
Cleaning?
Yeah, like the housework, but specifically the cleaning.
Specifically the cleaning. I'll tell you what, you said housework. Let's say household chores. Okay? Household chores. They disagree on how to do those household jobs, those household chores. Is it there? Yes, it is, Natch. Well done, sir. That was in position number 4. Well done. 8 of the 100 humans said, we disagree on how to do the household chores. All right. Let's go. Jareom's here. How are you doing, Jareom? Money. So they disagree on how to spend money, maybe. Right, Jareom? How to spend money? Let's see. Is it there? Disagree on how to spend money. It's there. Well done, Jareom. 44 of the 100 humans, 44 of the 100 humans said they disagree with their newlywed partner on how to spend money. It's in first place, Jarrell. How do we get so lucky, Natch, to have such clever people joining us? By the way, guys, I know it's a Friday, but you guys in the chat looking really good today. Have you lost weight? Live viewers, I think you have, right? Because you're looking, I don't know, I've never seen your clothes fit so well before. You're just looking amazing today. Okay, let's continue. All right, Urs says holidays. So they disagree on how to spend their holidays, maybe. Is it there? Is it there? No, it's not. Sorry, guys. Apparently, it's not something they disagree with, the newlyweds, on where to spend or how to spend their holidays. Hadri says screaming. They disagree on how to scream? Maybe how to communicate is what he's really saying, Hadri. They disagree on how to communicate. Is communication there? Yes, it is. Well done. Hadri, killing it. Hadri killing it. It's in 6th place with 6 of the 100 humans saying newlyweds can disagree on how to communicate. How to communicate. Difficult at any time. All right, so let's see. Let's continue. Renovation, says Pedro. So maybe on how their house should look. Decorating. Renovation. Pedro says renovation. Is it there? Yes, it is! Oh, my God. Pedro from Instagram on fire. I think maybe getting the lowest answer is the hardest thing to do. And it's there. It's in position number 7 with 3 of 100 humans saying they disagree on how to decorate the house. How to renovate, decorate the house. All right, Hadri says children's education. Woo! Hadri, I think you're all airing your dirty laundry right now. I'm going to send this chat to all your partners. Have you seen what they're saying? Have you seen? All right. So raising children, children's education, because Pedro says raising children there. Is children there? Yes, it is. Woo! Well done, Pedro. Well done, Hadri. Good. You did well there. Children. Newlyweds disagree on children. Maybe their education, maybe how to raise them, maybe even to have them. They disagree about children. And it's in 3rd place. Well done. With 13 of the 100 humans saying children. You guys have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the answers. You're only missing 2. Woo, you're only missing 2. Let's see. We have here buying a house. Buying a house, buying a car, or the kind of car. Pedro's leaving. See you later. Have a nice weekend, Pedro. Family. To have a pet or not, says Jareem. None of those are there, guys. Wah, wah, wah. Sorry. Hadri says something. He says, when to make love. When to make love. Why don't we say, instead of make love, show affection, right? How to show affection. What manner of showing affection is best received by the partner, perhaps. Showing affection. Is it there? Yes, it is! Wow. Hadri. Hadri's on fire today. I don't know how he does it. But he does. Like a little miracle. He comes into the chat looking spectacular and just getting all the answers. Or says, having a baby. We've had that one. Children. It was there. It was in 3rd place. There's just one more that you're not getting. Guys, I'm hungry. I am hungry. Is that a clue? What might a newlywed couple disagree about? I'm hungry, friends. I'm hungry. I might be ordering a pizza to my new apartment tonight. That's how hungry I am. Okay, come on, guys. Hungry. What might a newlywed couple disagree about? Okay, I'm going to go to Natch while you guys are thinking. Natch, yeah, I don't know. What do you think a newlywed couple might disagree about?
Well, what to eat or where to go to eat?
Maybe cooking. I don't like the way you're preparing this dish, Rob. No, I don't have a problem with that because I can do all my cooking on the telephone. Telepizza, hello. To go and see their mother-in-law. Oof. Ouch. Jarrell. Ouch. Cooking, is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. That's the list, friends. All right, let's count down from 7 to 1. In position number 7, we have decorating the house or renovating the house. Things that newlyweds disagree on how to do. So they disagree on how to decorate or how to renovate the house. 3 of 100 humans said that. In position number 6 was communicate. They disagree on how to communicate. Newlywed couples. I don't understand that. How can you disagree on how to communicate? You know what you're doing? Talking in sign language. Is one of them speaking Esperanto? I don't get it. No, I'm joking. I do. I've been in relationships. I understand. In position number 5, showing affection. How to, when to, in what way to show affection. 7 of 100 humans said they disagree on how to show affection. In position number 4, how to do the household chores, the household jobs. 8 of 100 humans said that. In position number 3, newlywed couples disagree on children. How to, if to have them, whether to have children or not, how to raise them, things like that. Disagree about children. In position number 2 was cooking. Cooking. Dude, I don't know about you, Natch. I have never, ever complained about someone cooking for me. Ever.
No, I guess it's you're not cooking every day. I have to cook every day. Maybe.
There's not an even distribution of the household work. Okay. Do you cook at home, Natch?
Yes, I do. No. Well, my Thermomix do it for me. Does it for me.
I cooked hamburgers for Andy's family last night. Well, the king, the king of burgers, the Burger King, he cooked the hamburgers, but I was the provider.
Well, if you have to ask for help, the king is the best. The
king is the best person to ask. When in doubt, reach out to the king. Okay, and finally, in position number 1 was spending money. How to spend money. 44 of 100 humans said the newlyweds disagree on how to spend money. There you go, guys. That was today's 100 humans. Let's go straight to complete the news.
Complete the news.
All right, welcome. Complete the news, friends. Yeah, we've only got time for one again today, and there was one in particular that was very, very good. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to pull it up here. Yeah, so complete the news. How does this work? It's very simple, folks. What I do is I read a news headline. And you guys have to identify what the information that I'm leaving out, that I'm missing is. Here's today's headline. If you're one of the people watching the show and you're too nervous to participate, this is your moment. You only have to write A, B, or C. Here we go. San Francisco police consider letting robots use blank. San Francisco police consider letting robots use blank. Dejan que los robots usan algo. Is it A, walkie-talkies? Walkie-talkies. Hello, I'm a robot. Hello. Is it B, deadly force? Fuerza letal. Or is it C, break rooms? Like where you go to have a coffee with your colleagues. You know, break room, like the one right behind me here. Okay. San Francisco police consider letting robots use blank. Is it A, walkie-talkies? Hello, robot. Is it B, deadly force? I don't know how you say that in Spanish. Like, fuerza letal or...
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Dude. Oh, thank you. Or is it C, break rooms? What do you think, Natch?
I like break rooms.
You like break rooms? Break rooms was answer C. Hadri said C as well. So it seems like C is in the lead, guys. I will salute Jareom for being the only person to say B, deadly force. Salute to you, sir. All right, so let's... no one says walkie-talkies. They still use them. Ur said C as well. All right. Okay, so C is in the lead. Let's get a drum roll, Natch. San Francisco police consider letting robots use deadly force. Oh, it's the end of the world as we know it. Have these people never seen Robocop? Have you never seen Robocop? Come on, guys. It's like the beginning of Terminator. Okay, so here's this news from TheVerge.com. San Francisco police consider letting robots use deadly force. The San Francisco Police Department submitted a proposal that would give robots the ability to use deadly force in dangerous situations. Pardon me, isn't the idea of using robots so humans don't get hurt? So now you're going to let robots kill people? San Francisco, go home, you drunk. Go home, you are drunk. All right, guys, how are they going to code the systematic racism in the robots, says Min. All right, guys, look, that's all I've got time for today, but I will be back on Monday with more ProBoh Show. Friends, so many things you could have been doing today, this morning, and instead of doing those things, you're here with me, and I'll see you soon.